Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is said to have many different twists and turns, as well as surprises in this film by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one big thing about this movie is that we do know that there are going to be a handful of new characters, around 8 new characters, maybe even more than that at this point in time, that will be inserted into Episode 9, in order to move the characters forward like Kylo Ren, Rey, Lando Calrissian, Leia, you name it. Now, this movie does have a lot going for it, and we are getting closer to the official release with each and every month that passes by. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the set leaks and the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very intriguing for this film. Now, specifically, it's described that one of the sequences that were filmed over at Cardington during the month of November involved the exotic city that is said to be the location of the Dark Prince. It's described that Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, and Oscar Isaac were on set with the unnamed actor in a purple cloak that is described to be a pivotal moment in the second act of the movie. The costume design of the Dark Prince for the scene was dubbed as the Cloak of Octavius, where another costume design referred to him as the Prince Lon Lee Octavius. It said that the character is a humanoid male that once helped both sides of the war during the original trilogy era, and even helped both Snoke and Kylo Ren during the infancy of the First Order as well as the rise of the Order. It's described that this character is used as an asset by Rey and her crew, where they give the Dark Prince something of great value in exchange for vital information about a weakness within the First Order and the location of their headquarters. Another sequence that was filmed involved the Dark Prince bringing Rey and her crew into the basement of his palace that leads to a series of catacombs to escape the First Order outposts on his world. So what's really interesting about this character is that he's referred to as 3 different names. He's got the Dark Prince, he's also known as Prince Lon Lee, as well as the character of Octavius. So Lon Lee is spelled L-O-N-L-I, as we have gone over before in the past, but this character is also referred to as Octavius. The Cloak of Octavius is one of the costume designs that were used on set for this unnamed actor portraying this character in this movie. So it's described to be a purple cloak. Now, like I say, guys, this sounds somewhat similar to what we got with Prince Shizor in the expanded universe within the Shadows of the Empire, section in the Legends material. Now, we do know that this whole entire planet, this exotic world, is loosely based off of the planet of Falleen from the expanded universe, which honestly, guys, is great. It's perfect that they are bringing back the palace in some way, shape, or form into the Disney canon. Now, of course, would I rather have the original Dark Prince from the expanded universe being used in Episode 9? Absolutely. But they're using their own version of the Dark Prince in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker that will be used as an asset to Rey and her crew to track down the First Order headquarters and to find a weakness within them. So we do know that he actually served both Snoke and Kylo Ren at a certain point in time in the past, as well as both the Rebellion and the Empire during the whole entire original trilogy era. So the Dark Prince, also known as Octavius, what's really interesting about this character is that he is in fact based within the second act of the movie itself, and that this is an actual planet that was used on set. In case you guys did not know, this is the set for Episode 9. That is described to be the biggest set used in film history. At least that's what, Kevin Smith said when he was on set. It's the biggest set in film history that is being used for a Star Wars film. And I think that's honestly great. I think that tells us that J.J. Abrams is really ambitious of what he's trying to perform here, with, of course, the exotic city, this exotic world, and the location of the palace of the Dark Prince, and how the prince eventually helps both, of course, Rey and Poe Dameron and Finn, as well as other characters like the Dio Droid as well. Now, this Dio Droid, in case you guys did not know, belongs to the Dark Prince, also known as Octavius, and that droid eventually, goes along with, of course, C-3PO, Rey, even Poe Dameron and Finn. Now, what I like about this whole entire scenario is that this is something that we actually saw in Legends material. A lot of similar situations here that's happening between the Dark Prince and, of course, even a band of heroes that are on search for another evil. Now, what I like about this, though, like I say, guys, we do know that Chris Terrio dived into a lot of the expanded universe and is bringing a lot of that into Star Wars Episode 9, as well as using some of the Legends material as a form of inspiration to tell this story in Episode 9. Now, quite honestly, guys, I'm very excited to see what the new worlds of The Rise of Skywalker are really going to look like, ranging from the jungle world to the desert world, as well as the rocky planets that will be appearing in this movie. That's really going to change our view on certain star systems. We're going to be exploring other regions of the galaxy as well. This film is said to have the most planets out of every single Star Wars movie to date. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.